Hi there, good afternoon. This is incredible Leh, the capital of Ladakh, although it is actually the co-capital with Kargil in the west. We are here at 3,500 meters or 11,500 feet. I just arrived yesterday, so still acclimatizing to the high elevation here in the Himalayas. This is my second time to Ladakh. The last time was 10 years ago, 2014. Came overland from Srinagar, Kashmir. Got a little bit of a traffic jam going on here. But at least there are amazing views. It's a beautiful day. This is somewhere between Kashmir and Ladakh. I'm not actually sure if I've left Kashmir yet. I'm here riding with a couple of gentlemen that I basically hitchhiked a ride with in Sonamarg, which is part of Kashmir, and we just left there maybe 20-30 minutes ago. We got through a police block where they'd been holding traffic for a little while, waiting for something. Someone said a convoy, but we never saw a convoy come through. So once that opened up, there'd been all this backed up traffic, people waiting around for an hour or so before the gate opened up. And so there was all this rush of traffic trying to go through and tons of people trying to pass us and everything. And then got here and I don't know what's going on, but just going to enjoy the spectacular views. Ladakh is somewhere around that corner. And crossed, going through Kargil, across Ladakh, arrived in Leh, and then caught a flight out. This time I flew from Srinagar, Kashmir, yesterday here to Leh. It is November 23rd and right around freezing, but the temperature is measured in the shade, and so when you have the direct sunlight, then it is actually fairly warm. So the plan right now is to get up to the monastery. In the video that I filmed yesterday, then I went to the palace. I will go back to the palace as well and go inside it this time. But first I want to get up to the monastery up above the palace, and I'm thinking of trying to catch a taxi. I think that you can drive up there, save my legs a bit, and also, since I am still acclimatizing to the elevation, but if I don't find a taxi, I'll just do the hike. But let's give it a try. I'm going to get plenty of walking and hiking in over the coming days. I have a day tour planned for tomorrow to the Nubra Valley and going over the Kardangla Pass, the highest motorable road in the world. So that is going to be really amazing. So I'm not sure if taxis are necessarily marked as taxis. I think probably some of the taxi drivers are just guys with cars, and so I'm not sure who to try to flag down. But I saw this nice looking prayer wheel here, so I thought that I would show this. This whole area is really interesting. Market area, Buddhist prayer wheel, Tibetan language, namaste, colorful paintings, as is the case with the Buddhist style, more smaller prayer wheels. Okay. Let's keep on cruising through the market here. All right. Buddhist stupa, symbol of the path to enlightenment. I'm smelling some really nice incense smells. By the way, pardon my voice. I have a little bit of a sore throat this morning. Try not to get full on sick when I have lots of adventuring to do in the coming days. Another stupa. Great place to get prepared for the cold weather. Lots of warm looking socks and hats. I'm hoping maybe at the other end of the market there will be some taxis hanging out, so let's find out. Not super busy, as you can see. I guess just because it is going into winter. It is more of a summer destination for obvious reasons. The nights are cold. Last night was chilly, but I managed to stay warm under about 4 blankets. I did not use the heater that I showed in the other video that I have in my room. I used it through the evening, but I turn it off at night. I don't mind if it's cold in the room, as long as you're under covers. I actually kind of enjoy the experience of being all bundled in the blankets, warm, and then feeling the little bit of cold air coming in or whatever, as long as I'm not actually cold through the night. Okay, back to the street. That was a really interesting walk, and here we have an incredible arch that I remember from the last time. Let's walk down there, and I'm sure that we will find a taxi soon enough. No big hurry. Look at those incredible Himalayan mountains out there. So, Ladakh is a union territory of India. Previously, the last time that I was here, it was part of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So, Jammu and Kashmir are 2 different regions west of here. Jammu is majority Hindu, Kashmir is majority Muslim, and the state of Jammu and Kashmir included Jammu, Kashmir, and also Ladakh. But then things changed So there is where I'm trying to get to. That is the monastery. Let's show these other Buddhist stupas and prayer wheels. And so in 2019, there was a shifting of the political landscape in this part of India, and the state of Jammu and Kashmir was split into two union territories. Union territories are different from states, a different political arrangement. And so now Jammu and Kashmir is a union territory instead of a state, and it only includes Jammu and Kashmir, whereas Ladakh became a separate union territory by itself. And so Ladakh is actually more Muslim than Buddhist or Hindu. So it is about like 43% Muslim, 39% Buddhist, and I forget how much Hindu, but like 12% or something Hindu. Another, whatever that is, little temple or something up there, which I don't think that I have been up to on the previous time. So you can just see all of these really interesting buildings perched on top of the hills, Tibetan prayer flags. There is so much to explore around here. But basically the majority of the Muslims that make up the Muslim community of Ladakh are in the west. Kargil is the capital of the western part of Ladakh, and then here in the eastern part, Leh is the capital, and there is much more of the Buddhist culture, and so that is what you are seeing all around this massive art. The style is totally Buddhist, the prayer wheels, the monasteries, etc. So it is very similar to Tibet, basically. It is like the Tibet of India, you could say. So this gets down into another market area, and that's going to be very tempting to walk down in there. Maybe let's go for that while we're here. Lots and lots of very colorful and warm looking blankets. Look at this thing, just incredible. I love the Buddhist style of art. And then more of the stupas up there. So the Leh Palace, which you are not seeing at the moment, but we will see soon, was built in 1600. So that gives you a little idea of some of the history here. That is only part of it. It goes back much further than that, but there is a whole lot of history in this area of the Buddhist culture, and of course the Hindu, and then the Muslim invasion of the Mughals, and much, much more. Let's poke in here. I just love these weird looking, surreal, stark landscapes. Something about it that appeals to me. And so that is heading south towards Manali, where I was a couple of weeks ago. I had been considering trying to make the journey from Manali overland through the Himalayas get up here by bus or shared Jeep or whatever, but that wasn't going to work for various reasons, including that I think the road was actually completely closed, but I never got absolutely clear confirmation of that. But decided to get here a different way, by flight. Amazing flight over the mountains yesterday. So this is the way that I came the first time when I arrived in Leh. I think I got dropped off somewhere down there and then came up through this market area. But let's turn it around and try a little harder to find a taxi. So there on that side you can see Kardang La, 39 kilometers. That is where I'm going tomorrow morning. Kausar, Diskit, Sumur, Agham, Hunder, Panamik. All right, where's a taxi when you need one? Okay, silly me, I hadn't noticed. This is obviously the taxi area marked taxis. Hello. Hello. It's possible to go to the palace. Leh Palace. Leh Palace?
You walking?
Sorry, not palace, monastery. Top.
Monastery.
Yes. This one. Yes. How much by taxi?
You have drop. Only drop.
Only drop. Yes, and then I walk down.
300.
300. Okay. You or you? Here. Okay. Thank you. So this clip is out of order. The taxi dropped me off past the monastery, the white building there. I then walked from where I was dropped to the monastery, down to the palace, tour of the palace, and then through the town here. I ended up filming so much that I decided to split this video up. So I just wanted to give you a little preview of what to expect. It is going to be well worth watching the next video. The views from the monastery are absolutely phenomenal. The palace is just incredible, massive palace with dozens and dozens of rooms, and then more of the town there. So look for a box link up here at the top of the video or a link down below in the description. More coming from Leh Ladakh.